So just tell me, what's your kind of your product testimonial yourself?
Oh, fantastic. In May of 2011, I was diagnosed for the first time in my life with hypertension. And in fact, I questioned the doctor's findings. But he insisted he gave me a prescription, and I took the prescription. It took me about 9 days before I filled it. And I was supposed to take a tablet a day for 30 days. But I am the typical machismo. I take the tablet when I feel to take it. So by then, in the beginning of July 2011, I had only taken about 9 tablets. And on a few days after I took the 9th tablet, I went to my printers to get business cards. And she invited me for coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker. I said, "Are you crazy? Let's go and have beers instead." But she said, "No, it's at a particular place." And I was curious to see the house that was also on sale where this coffee was being served. So I went by, and I enjoyed the coffee. I tried the black, the latte, and the mocha. And then I said, "Okay, time to leave. It's 20 minutes now, and let's go and have the beers." And she said, "But no, you have to see this presentation." I said, "But you didn't tell me about any presentation." Anyhow, there was a presentation by Organo. And I looked at it. I'm still not a coffee drinker, and I said, "Okay, it looks like it makes good business sense. I've never done network marketing before, but all right, I'll have a look at it." And the compensation was very attractive. So I signed up. Then, that was on a Thursday. Then Sunday morning after Holy Mass, I checked my pressure, and I found my pressure was 125/85. When I was diagnosed with hypertension, it was 169/110. So I thought the machine wasn't working properly. I had to get new batteries. I got batteries, and it was still a 124/84. And I said, "Wow, don't tell me they put some drug in this thing for me to bring my pressure down. I'm not into pharmaceuticals and drugs." So I called, and then she told me it was Ganoderma. So I said, "Okay, I'll talk to you later." And I went and I Googled, and then I went on WebMD and PubMed.gov and found out it was Ganoderma. Well, as I speak now, I still have 19 of those tablets, right? And I don't have hypertension. That's my testimony. And I drink the coffee when I feel to. I don't have to drink it. I drink whatever I feel to drink when I feel to drink it, whether it's the tea, the coffee, or the capsules. And it's just fantastic.
Wow.
Ganoderma works. And that's my experience.
Wow.
You follow?
So these are 2 of the original emperors of China. The heads are about 100 meters tall. And here they're in the park holding Ganoderma, which was reserved for the royal family many thousands of years ago. It's been called the 10,000-year mushroom, also the mushroom of immortality, because people can live better longer. These are all documented conditions that Ganoderma works against. Liver dysfunction, including chronic hepatitis, kidney dysfunction, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, number of forms of arthritis, insomnia, bronchitis, asthma, gastric ulcers, hardening of the arteries, low white blood cell count, meaning low immunity, diabetes, anorexia, and cancer, just to name a few. So just imagine if the drug company could have a drug that would do this, right? Wouldn't it be an overnight blockbuster? But you can't patent a natural molecule. So what does this herb exactly do? When we start looking at inflammation, the Time cover story calls inflammation the secret killer. All of us have some level of silent inflammation. Inflammation precedes repair, but there is a level where the inflammation becomes destructive. So they have a term in the literature called inflammaging. We know that one of the primary factors that age our cells, age our bodies, age our brains and everything in it is the inflammatory process. So it has implications for the brain, the immune system, the body, skin, sexual function, bone, and heart disease, all related to chronic inflammation. So they started looking at traditional Chinese medicines that had cardiovascular benefit, including Ganoderma. When they found that Ganoderma worked really well, what he said was the next step was to identify the active components in the traditional Chinese medicines responsible for producing nitric oxide. Nathan Bryan said this, he says, every time we took something out of the herb, it didn't work as well. So it wasn't something in the herb, it was the herb. So Ganoderma was the herb that increased nitric oxide. There's a synergy in nature that cannot be duplicated and cannot be isolated. Nature provides. It's got all the things that we need if we learn to use it wisely.